All right, folks, welcome back. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today I'm going to be talking about my least favorite part about doing this channel, but I know a lot of people like these things. They're called uniforms. I love uniforms, but I love them in a sense where I don't cover them. Obviously, you guys know I love the X's and O's of this game and the personnel and all of that, but we need to talk about it because I know how much they matter to you guys. So the Midnight Mode Rams uniforms have been dropped. And basically, I'm just going to read this description. It's a bold alternate look of the NFL's new rivalry program through Nike. The uniform draws inspiration from the sleek modern design of SoFi Stadium, representing the energy of the Rams house at night and reflecting the team's deep connection to Los Angeles, the city where so many work in the dark to earn the spotlight. The Rams will wear this versus the Seahawks at SoFi Stadium, November 16th at 4:05 Eastern Time. So not at night. Interesting. Midnight Mode features a matte near black midnight base with a hint of royal blue, which echoes the evening hue and energy at SoFi Stadium. The new uniform boasts intricate detailing inspired by SoFi Stadium's unique architecture and curvature, royal and soul accents designed to mirror the lighting system, detailing on the sleeves, pants, number set, inspired by SoFi Stadium's monumental perforated semi-translucent roof, and a full horn curl design on the sleeves as a nod to the original jersey sleeves, a request often made by fans and brought back to life. So it's really interesting because a lot of people hate the idea of having a black uniform. They say it doesn't make any sense. The Rams have never had black. That's not true. 1937, it was black and red. The Rams started black and red. So that's not true. But I get it, right? You probably didn't know that. Or if you did, you forget about it. So I can't tell if it's black, but the point being is that it's meant to be like a black uniform. And if it's not black, then it's the closest thing ever to black. That's just blue. I love that color. I'm not going to lie. I love the color. The helmet shell looks great. I was very skeptical on the helmet shell. I thought you should just stick with the blue and yellow. And now I feel like I need to add another helmet to my collection. I feel like I need to get that black one and put it over here and maybe just bump these guys down a little bit. But anyway, the point being, with this uniform, I like the black. I love the helmet shell. The white number looks off to me. It just does. I don't really understand where they get the white number. They want it to be like SoFi Stadium. There are people that don't like the dots in the number. I kind of think it's cool. I don't mind texturizing numbers. It's not a gradient, so I'm okay with it. I don't love the gradient. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So my thing is, I'm normally a huge fan of the cap shoulder pads, the cap shoulders, whatever, shoulder sleeves. I'm normally a huge fan of those. However, for me, I got to be honest, I feel like this just looks out of place. I feel like, there's not really a lot of blue in this jersey. So for me, it doesn't really make sense, especially with the yellow, but like the light blue on black. Yeah, so I don't really understand it. I mean, for me, that light blue on the royal blue on the black I don't think it looks that good. And I understand they have the gradient with the black. I don't really like it. And I love that look. I just don't like it on this jersey. If the number was yellow, that might be different. I think the white number's kind of screwing up the entire uniform, if I'm being honest with you. So it feels out of place. Truthfully, I'm not trying to be a hater here, but truthfully, I saw a bunch of way better graphic designer mock-ups, and I just feel like you need to hire those people at this point. They know what they're doing, right? They know. It's all right. I feel like they squandered an opportunity for a really cool thing. And now it's just going to feel somewhat cool. Like, it'll be cool on TV seeing the Rams in black, basically black. I get the inspirations and all that, but this one just falls short for me. I think really my biggest thing is this. If people like it, cool, right? You can like it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't think it's trash. I think there's a lot of good. And as a matter of fact, the whole uniform's black. So most of the uniform I really jive with. That said, I just feel like that blue shoulder capping is totally not, it should have been a part of this uniform. They should have just made the royal blue, they should have just made that black and had the yellow horns and then had the yellow number with the, you know, the dots or whatever on the number. I think that would have been so much better. I don't care so much about the Rams house, but you know, in the back collar, we're not going to see that on TV, so I don't care. But yeah, it's interesting. There are parts of it that I really like. There are parts that I have an issue with. The pant legs having like the piping, I think the piping's kind of cool. It does go with the shoulder caps. I just don't agree with going with the royal there. It looks out of place. It just does. I think that is one of the greatest color combinations ever, royal and yellow. So when you make royal and yellow look out of place, that's a hard one to do. I think they did it here. Personally, it looks like I don't know if you guys remember like the old school Madden games where you could create your own uniform, but you actually couldn't. They would just let you mix and match between uniforms that were already there. This looks like I just put together two different uniforms together. It just looks out of place. So I don't know, man. I don't know, honestly, how the shoulders got through quality assurance. I don't know who signed off on that. It just doesn't work. The white numbers are weird, but they like might have worked better if you just didn't have the bright blue shoulder caps. That's the thing that's just off for me. And again, yellow numbers would have been the way to go. So those are my thoughts. If I was grading all of the Rams uniforms in their set, the regular blue, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It'd be a 10 out of 10 if they had the correct, because I will say this is the correct horns on the shoulders. I will give them that. They have kind of the reverse horns on the blue, and I don't hate it, but that's why it's a 9.5 and not a 10. Also, full on yellow. I don't actually, I like the gradient somewhat, but I feel like it would be better with the full on yellow numbers. So I would have given it a 10 out of 10. The modern throwback, a 9.3 out of 10 for the reverse numbers. You know, that's just how I feel there. The midnight mode, I would give a 7.9 out of 10. So just under an 8, which I would say is good. I think average is like 7.5. Maybe this is a little bit high, but for me, I don't want to like rip it because I love the black. But the shoulder caps, it's like, man, I can't even believe this came through and they were okay with this. I think it ruins the entire uniform. And again, the white number. But aside from that, you got to look at it as a whole. I like the pants. I think the pant leg, the piping looks good. The helmet shell looks amazing, right? And then the body of the jersey itself, I love. So really, that's why it's a 7.9, because it's just two details that make a huge difference. I would say if you gave the midnight mode a yellow number and you just darkened, because sometimes less is more. Rams Brothers tweeted that out. I totally agree with it. If you darkened the blue, the royal blue, and you made that the color of the jersey, and you just had the yellow horns and you had the yellow numbers, this thing would be maybe my favorite. Probably not. I'd probably say this is better than the modern throwback. I'd probably give it like a 9.5. Instead, it's a 7.9. That is how big of a difference those little things can make. And last but not least, I'd give the bonus 7.7 out of 10. They put a white, yellow, and yellow stripe that's not even a horn on bone. I like the bone because I like the color of the jersey, but if they didn't put that and they had a regular, maybe they had blue horns or something on the shoulders, I might have given that like 8.4, 8.5. But again, love the color. The shoulder caps. I think the shoulder caps bother me the most. You could even get away with the number. The number's weird, but those are my thoughts. I can't believe how long I even talked about uniforms on this channel just now, because I normally I thought this video would be like 4 minutes, but I guess those are my thoughts. Curious what you guys think below. I don't think I was too harsh because, again, I do like them. I like most of them. The shoulder caps and the number. Again, that's just really what's kind of bothering me. So let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys like the shoulders? Do you like the numbers? Does it bother you? Did you have any other alterations that you would have made to make this better? I kind of feel like it was a layup and they kind of missed it. You just do all black and you just make it like your home uniform, but black. Like, it would have been easy to do, and I just feel like they kind of dropped the ball on that. So that's why it's 7.9. But you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Later, folks. All right, guys. So once again, just want to let you guys know that you can check out my new side project, The Lounge. I interview athletes, musicians, actors, actresses, all the nine. So definitely check it out over on The Lounge with Jake Ellenbogen channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy. In case you guys haven't noticed, I do have a Discord channel for my community on this channel. And if you want to be a part of it, it is free. The link is in the description below. You can sign up. This is basically a 24/7 Rams channel, and we are almost at 1,100 members. So if you want to be a part of it, just hit the link in the description below.